Oh. Hey everyone, I'm Garrison and welcome back to the channel. So today, finally, I found the time to be here, present in the seat in my room to check out with y'all today Pentagon's newest song called Feelin, MV for Null. Now, I do want to start by saying I'm sorry guys for being a little bit late to this. I've got to admit I was aware that Pentagon had to come back and such. It's more so the fact that the switch of the schedule from previous semester, I have morning classes now, previously I had night afternoon-ish classes, and now it seems like everything's kicking into gear, starting to write papers which are quite tricky per se. They do take quite some time for me as someone who has a writer's blog, but hey, all that matters is Pentagon is back and I finally found the time to be here to check out their newest song and MV here. So with that being said, let's just get into it now, shall we? Alright, Feelin Like by Pentagon. I got the English captions on and all. Let's go. Oh, those strings. Okay, I'm loving the start to this song so far. Man, but what is this? The budget for this MV, guys. Oh. Love that bass line that's going on right now. Oh, just the chugging of the bass line that keeps on going here with that a bit of a hi-hat. Yutoda. Usa. Oh. The lyrics to this song too, though, connect so well. Just with the overall soundscape of this song. Woo. Whoa. Some drum kit work here. No way. Oh. Oh. Woo. Oh, and the choreo tied along to the song. Very eye-catchy with the choreo. Speaking of eye-catchy, all the members looking immaculate throughout this. Just with their fits, and there's a very galactic space-like backdrop at the end here. Guys, whoa, what can I say? What can I first say about this song? Right away, I have a lot of positives to talk about. Couple of drawbacks I've got to admit. One of them, I'm going to say it right away, is tied along to the other drawbacks that I will say right away, is just the duration of this. I wish we got a little bit more, like 10 more seconds. As I can see here, it's like about 2 minutes 51 seconds and such. But even with an extra additional verse in this, it's quite short. But that's just a minor drawback, I've got to admit, and I think that connects to the other drawbacks. By no means right away upon first listen, this is like the favorite Pentagon title track. You know what I'm saying? By no means, but I dig this song nonetheless. I got to say this is like a 9 out of 10, but the MV though, the MV and styling is easily 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, you know, just pure art, chef's kiss, just everything about this MV, how it was filmed, how it was edited, the shots that were done, and the styling for the members. I think the one word to put it in the best way is like, it's like, it looks rich in terms of budget, just so luxurious with it. So those are the huge pluses for me, and not the only pluses, because I'll point it out more of my positive and pluses, of course, when we dive into the second listen. But to address the other minor, I wouldn't say necessarily issues, but just drawbacks that I have with this song, is that I could feel a bit of a missing presence by Huey, you know. I'm not sure about you guys, though. Like, those who have been following Pentagon for a long time, I do miss his presence. I do feel his missing presence on this, and I'm not going to be surprised if, like, he wasn't on the composition of this, or any of the members, as a matter of fact, on the composition of this. I feel like this could be done by some well-known producer, singer, songwriter of some sort, or a production team. I'm gonna have to search it up after the second listen, but I do sense that minor drawback. But with that, just how the bridge, I wish the bridge was hit earlier, or the bridge was longer in this to, like I said, duration wise, prolong this like 10 more seconds or something like that, to get me continue to like head bob with that chugging of the bass line. Speaking of that chugging of that bass line, super addictive, huge highlight in the song. I think the do though, the hooks in the song, does its job. Nothing extraordinary in the K-pop world that I've not heard of before. I think if there was a slight switch up with the do, different story, I would love it even more. And with that being said, I think this is the type of song is for those who really love those slick or those type of chugging kind of bass lines that work so well in unison together with the delivery, right, of the vocals or rap in any respective song that has a cool bass line, right? But I don't think this is a song for those who really love pretty much, I would say, the one of the foundations of K-pop, or what K-pop is very well known for, is those drastic switch ups or those unbelievable drops in choruses or other sections of any respective K-pop song. And by no means, like, these days we haven't gone like a lot of those drastic switch ups. In fact, we're getting a good mixture of them, and I like that we're getting a mixture of them. But I feel like, with that being said, this is like more so minimal. I'm trying to find that word right now that was floating in my head upon first listen. Minimal and also subtle with the delivery. You know what I'm saying? What I love about this song, I love how subtle with it, just the chugging of the bass line and the delivery of it, and them just being so cool and just so dripped out, and I'll really dig their outfits. I feel like it's for people who love that, or people like me who are open to all sorts of kinds of music. Of course, you got people like me who are quite mindful and that kind of belief and whatnot. But yeah, I would say it's a hit or miss for some people. For me, I think it will grow a lot with that chugging of the bass line, and especially the rap from I don't even think the rap parts are more beyond solid. Like, it's not even a growing type factor. It immediately hit me right away, and that's with verse 2 and verse 3. Believe it or not, there was a verse 3 in this, which I don't get to cover a lot on this channel in terms of title tracks, which it's a big surprise to get a verse 3 hit in a way that I haven't so far heard been hit before in any other song. But rap line, absolutely phenomenal. Really loved Hongsuk this era with his hair. Some of you may know the bias and such, but we're gonna have to get into the second listen here. Gonna have to tinker around, listen more, analyze, and hear out what I may have missed in this song, and see if I even love it even more upon second listen, because based on first listen, I feel like there's a lot of that replay longevity value to it. And then after, we'll check who took part on making this song and producing the song and arranging the song and so on and so forth. But yeah, let me just bring up the MV here and go through it for the second listen. And yeah, really love the snapping here in this intro. You got it. It really sets the tone of the song, and I love how that's utilized later on in the song with more so that addictive chugging of the bass line, right? The strings and just minor detail here, really love as someone who admires text and typography. Feeling like, love the typography here for Feelin Like, especially the red, dark red color for it. The you. That echoey effect going on. So good. That was real cool. Like, upon first watch of this MV, I love how it goes from the pool table. It's like the ball drops in, and then the picking of the apple. Such a clean transition. Now, we hear the hi-hats quite a bit here, right? Take it away here. Oh, the more and more I'm looking at this MV, the more I'm oohing and on, because this choreo, wow, just so smooth and slick with it. But notice this though, right? Before you hear the hi-hats, drop, no hi-hats. Just the turning of their heads, so cool. And then hit again. Love how the hi-hats are introduced, but are more prominent here. Verse 2. Man, oh man, Usa. I really love these scenes here between the two of them here, Yuto and of course Usuk. Just the backdrop there, and then the chandelier here. And like the purpose of the breathe in, breathe out sound going on there. Ooh. The strings are back here. Oh my goodness. Man, it surprises me too on the second watch and listen. Now, here's the thing. As much as I've been saying, I've been loving these lines, these verses, and the delivery of it, I wish this verse 3 was a bit shorter to have a longer bridge. Because believe it or not, we're in a verse 3 now, guys. This would be considered a verse 3, which is, wow, throwing like a curveball at us. But yeah, I wish this was a bit shorter so we could have a longer bridge, or have a verse 3 that is short as the bridge in the song. You know what I'm saying? And if they were to do that, the song would have been slightly longer, and we would have gotten more of that do going on, and we would have been continuing to jam still beyond this like 2-minute 51-second-ish mark, right? But I really love just the drum kit work here. Can't go with clear glasses. Oh, such a sucker for that kind of style with but this, now we're in the bridge. Wow. But the bridge is shorter than this verse 3 that's going on, because it goes until really love how they bring back of course the hi-hats, but and then it stops there, right? But then how they bring it back. To this low-key, I would say describe as low-key bombastic chorus. Wow. Feeling like, yes, I think this is a huge grower. I don't mind me though, upon first and second listen, immediately got down on these listens, but I'm just saying, like, this, I could see myself listening to this into the playlist, in my rotation, yada yada yada, and have so much replay value to it, whether I want to keep it on repeat, whether I want to just listen to it casually here and there. I think this is that type of a song that works for that. So yeah, I was gonna search up who took part on Feelin, like, because keep in mind, guys, there are instances where artists or individuals from their own groups come through and actually like have a composed song already. It's just that they could still put out music if they do not like accept the revenues gained from any respective song. I think a good example of that is like Psychrony, or the likes of Zico, right? Who well, Psychrony is out of the military, but you know, likes of them being in the military at the time and releasing music and doing featurings and all. But yeah, okay, looks like credits. Oh, okay. So I was right, yeah. None of the members took part on the composing side, but for sure, obviously, you gotta have the likes of Usuk, Kino, Jino, on the written side. But the vocals, okay, the vocals, I feel like these credits are slightly off, because I'm seeing Huey on the vocal side as well. Lyrics, though, yeah, that's why I felt like something was missing. Okay, lyrics were spot on, MV was spot on. Sure, the production does it for me, but doesn't go that extra mile with me, mind you. But I'm seeing Ryan Esjun, Kristen Marie, Vegard Hurum, and Jop Pangamatnam. Sorry for butchering that individual's name, as I've not seen their name before. But I am familiar with one of these individuals, which is Ryan Esjun. To be fair, Ryan Esjun has come through with a lot of fantastic songs for both girl groups and boy groups. Now, whether I mess with his works for the sake of like, oh, it is Ryan Esjun, no, not necessarily. Oh, I shouldn't say not necessarily. No, not at all. Due to, you know, that whole creepy stuff and questionable stuff that he has done in the past. This is just really, yeah, I felt that, you know, if anything, on the past releases like Do or Not, like Daisy, I could feel Huey's presence on the composition side. So I think that's completely fine. It makes sense. It all adds up now. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's the favorite title to date for me. Everyone has their own different kind of taste, and you guys have your own different kind of taste. But I just dig this song in other aspects beyond arrangement wise, and how verse 3 and the bridge is done and the hooks. I just love it more so of this era due to the MV. To sum it up, the MV, pre-chorus, chorus, verse 1, verse 2, verse 3, the styling, and how the rap is done in this, pretty much. But yeah, let me know, guys. Let me know your thoughts for Pentagon's Feelin. Like that chugging of the bass line really gets me going. Visuals, choreo, on point, pretty much. And the song, it takes it there where it's more than good, not straight up perfection, I'd have to say, but that's completely fine. That's why we have B-sides as well. If you don't mess with the title track a lot, or you don't mess with the title track at all, or I don't, the matter of fact, I still tend to dive into the album. So if there is let me see if there is actually an album, the matter of fact. No. Okay, it's called Invite You. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 B-sides. Okay, perfect. So I'll do a review at some point for Pentagon. I still need to get through other reviews, the likes of Yena, Yuju, the likes of P1 Harmony. And then, yeah, I'll get into Pentagon, and depending on my schedule, it's really due to how my timeline is in schedule for reviews and stuff. So stay tuned, guys. Please be patient with me. I know I am really slow when it comes to album reviews, but I do like to be analytical and take my time with certain albums if they end up being really, really good. Some of the B-sides, or matter of fact, all the B-sides for any respective album that I review. But as always, guys, have a great day, have a good night, have a good afternoon, wherever you are. Be sure to like, share, maybe subscribe, as it helps out the channel so much. It just warms my heart connecting with y'all about Pentagon and their newest song here called Feelin Like. And if you're interested in that album review, be sure to let me know. Probably will check it out. Regardless, do a first listen / listening party / review, however you view my album reactions these days. But yeah, take care. This has been Garrison, and peace.